Quadratic function. A quadratic function is always written as f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is leading coefficient, b is also coefficient, and c is constant. One factor that identifies this expression as quadratic is the exponent 2, which is on the first term, and a in this function cannot be 0. So a cannot be 0. First term always has an exponent of 2. The graph of a quadratic function is called parabola. A parabola contains of a point that is called vertex. Let me draw it here for you. So we have vertex, and vertex is a turning point on parabola. The graph of parabola always seems something like this. Is in the format of U shape, or sometimes it looks like this one. So this is a rough sketch, but it can show you how it looks like. A parabola sometimes is open up like this one. In that case, vertex is the lowest point here, is called vertex, is lowest point, and also it's called minimum point. If it's open downward like this one, the vertex is here and its highest point or maximum. And this is also vertex. And for this one is the lowest point or minimum. Also, we have 2 points on the x-axis, which is called zeros, or the point that crosses the parabola crosses x-axis. The parabola is symmetric to a vertical line, which is called axis of symmetry. So this is our axis of symmetry. It's not very accurate, but you can get the sense of it. So this is our axis of symmetry. And the line goes through vertex and create a mirror image. So we have vertex, which could be maximum and minimum points on the parabola, and we have a line that passes through x-axis and make a mirror image of the parabola, and that is called axis of symmetry. Now, to graph a parabola, we need 3 things. That is vertex, and f of x or y, and x value. So with these 3, we can graph a parabola. To calculate vertex, we use a formula which is x equals to minus b over 2a. That gives us x, and knowing x can help us to find f of x as well. So like linear equation, we need to know x values and f of x in order to be able to draw a parabola. As for f of x, we choose some x values and plug them in the function. Let's practice. Let me make some room here first. So let's say we have a function where f of x equals to x squared minus 6x plus 5. The first step is to find vertex, because once you know vertex, you can be sure that you have the essential point for graphing the parabola. So we have A, which is 1. We have B, which is minus 6. And we have C, which is 5. Our vertex is minus, the formula for vertex is minus B over 2A, right? So we'll have minus B, which here is minus 6 over 2A, which is 1, equals to 6 over 2, and our vertex is 3. Now, as we have done it before, we can draw a table and find the x and y values for this function. So I'm going to draw the table, a chart here, in order to find x and y value here. So let's say we have x here and f of x on this side. So, and the formula is x squared is x squared minus 6x plus 5. So let's choose some x value. Let's say we choose 0 for x, and then we put it into the function, and we'll have f of x equals to 0 to the second power minus 6 times 0 plus 5. So 5, it equals to 5. If we choose a 0 as x, our f of x is going to be 5. So the point, the pair that we are going to draw on the graph is going to be 0 and 5. So let's choose 1 for x. Then we have f of x equals to 1 to the second power minus 6 times 1 plus 5. So then we'll have 1 minus 6 and plus 5, that equals to 0. So if x is 1, f of x is 0. So our points are 1 and 0. Let's choose 2 for the x. So we have f of x equals to 2 to the second power, or 2 squared, minus 6 times 2 plus 5. Then we'll have 4 minus 12 plus 5, and f of x is minus 3. So if x is 2, f of x is minus 3, and our pair is 2 and minus 3. So let me clear this section. If x is 3, then we'll have f of x equals to 3 to the second power, or 3 squared, minus 6 times 3 plus 5. Then we'll have 9 minus 18 plus 5, which f of x is minus 4. So if x is 3, f of x is 4, and we have 3 and minus 4 here. Now let's choose 4 for x. We can plug it in the function. We'll have f of x equals to 4 squared minus 6 times 4 plus 5. Then we'll have the 16 minus 24 plus 5. Then we'll have f of x equals to minus 3. So if x is 4, f of x is minus 3. So 4 and minus 3. Again, let me make some room here. If we choose 5 for x, then we'll plug it in the function. F of x equals to 5 squared minus 6 times 5 plus 5, right? Then we'll have it equals to 25 minus 30 plus 5. Then f of x equals to 0. So we'll have 0 of, if we have 5 as x, then f of x is going to be 0. So we'll have our pair as 5 and 0. And if we choose 6, in contrast to linear equation that you can graph the equation only by 3 x values, in this kind of equation, in quadratic equation, you need more than 3 values for x. You need several of them in order to be able to draw your parabola. So we choose 6 as x and we put it into a function, and we'll have f of x equals to 6 to the second power minus 6 times 6 plus 5. And then we'll have 36 minus 36 plus 5. Then f of x equals to 5. So our pair is 6 and 5. Now we can graph it, and then we'll have, let me clear here first. Now let's say this is our graph. This is our x-axis, and this is our y. Let me draw my number line first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if x is 0, f of x is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our first point. If x is 1, f of x or y is 0. So this is the second point. If x is 2, then we have minus 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is our second point. If x is 3, y is minus 4. 1, 2, 3. This is minus 4. If x is 5, y is 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is our next point. Then if x is 6, y is 5. This is 6, and 5 is the next point is here. Now we can draw it. Our vertex is 3, so this is our vertex, and we start drawing the line. Let's see. This is going to be my parabola, and it goes up to the 5. this is a rough sketch of our parabola, and here is our vertex, which is 3, and the vertex means the turning point where the line starts going backward, it comes down and again goes upward. It forms a U shape, and this is my axis of symmetry, which this is the axis of symmetry that divide the parabola to the two sides, and they are mirror image of each other. So this is the function, and the graph for the function x squared minus 6x plus b. Let's do another example. They have a function where f of x equals to minus x squared minus 6x minus 1. So we know our a is equal to minus 1, b is minus 6, and c equals to minus 1. Our vertex formula is vertex formula is minus b over 2a. So x equals to minus b is minus 6 over 2a, which is 2 minus 1 equals to 6 over minus 2 is minus 3. This is our vertex, right? Now we need to choose some x values in order to be able to draw our parabola, right? So let's choose some x values and find what is the f of x and find the pair. So let's start with minus 6 this time. So f of x equals to minus 6 squared minus 6 times minus 6 minus 1. So f of x equals to minus 36 minus 36 again, minus 36 minus 1. So f of x equals to minus 1, right? So let's if our x is minus 6, f of x is minus 1. So the pair is minus 6 and minus 1. Let's choose minus 5. F of x equals to minus 5 squared minus 6 times minus 5 minus 1. So f of x equals to minus 25 minus 30 minus 1. F of x equals to 4. So if x is minus 5, f of x is 4. Minus 5 and 4. Now let's clear this section. If x is minus 4, then f of x equals to minus 4 to the second power minus 6 times minus 4 minus 1. Then we'll have minus 16 minus 24 minus 1. Then f of x equals to 7. So we have -4 and 7. If we choose -3, then we'll have f of x equals to minus 3 to the second power, -6 times -3 -1, and we'll have -9. -6 times 3 is -18 -1, and f of x is going to be 8. So 8 is our f of x. So if x is -3 and 8 is f of x, and this is our vertex 2. If you remember, we find -3, this is our vertex. So this point is going to be our vertex. Now let's continue, and if we choose x as, let's say we choose -2, and then we'll have f of x equals to -2 to the second power, right, and -6 times -2 -1. Then we'll have f of x equals to -4 -12 -12 -1. F of x equals to -4 -12 and -1 is 7. So when x is -2, y or f of x is 7. So we have -2 and 7. So let's choose -1. Then we have f of x equals to -1 squared -6 times -1 and -1. Then we'll have -1. We'll have -1 -6 times 1 is -6 -1. Then f of x is 4. Then we'll have 4 as f of x. Our pair is -1 and 4. Let's do one more, and that is 0. Let's say we pick 0 for x, and then f of x equals to, we have -0 squared -6 times 0 and then -1, right? F of x equals to 0 0 minus 6 times 0 is 0 minus 1. So f of x equals to -1. Our pair is 0 and -1. Now we can graph this function. So let me clear this section. Also, we have to clear this section. Now, let's draw our x-axis and y-axis. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. So by looking at that, because of this negative, we know that the function, the parabola, is going to be down, right? And the highest point is -3 and 8. So we start by drawing the points. So if x is -6, f of x is -1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see if I can get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have, when x is -6, f of x is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is our point because f of x is -1. If x is -5, f of x is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so the point is going to be here. If x is -4 and then f of x is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 7 is going to be here. It seems I need to draw a longer line. So I'm going to extend this one. This is 7, 8, 9. So if x is -3 and then f of x is 8. So this is -3 and this is 8. Next point. If x is -2, f of x is 7. So x is 2, this is 7. If x is -1, f of x is 4. So the next one is going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be here. If x is 0, f of x is -1. So next is going to be here. Now we are able to draw the parabola. Let's see if I can draw the line neatly. Let me see if I can get it right. And this is our vertex, which is our turning point, and then we go downward. Okay, it's a rough sketch, but I think it works. This is our vertex, which is point -3 and 8. So this is the graph of our function, which is -x squared -6x -1. So let's practice some more examples. So far we practiced to graph a function, a quadratic function, by finding x values and corresponding f of x values, right? This time we try to draw it without finding all those points. Let's say we have f of x excuse me, equals to x squared minus 2x minus 8, right? By looking at this, the first thing we do is to find out whether parabola is going to open up or down. by looking at the coefficient, the sign of coefficient here, which is positive, we know that the parabola is going to be open upward. So the next thing is to use the formula, the vertex formula, find the maximum or minimum points of parabola. In this case, we find the minimum points. So the formula is x equals to minus b over 2a, right? R is minus 2, so it equals to minus 2 over 2a, which is 1. So it's 2 over 2 equals to 1. So this is x value. We can put x value into the function, and f of 1 equals to 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 8. F of 1 equals to 1 minus 2 minus 8, right? So f of 1 equals to minus 9. Now we have our vertex. The point that is going to be our vertex is going to be 1 and minus 9. The next step is to find out about x-intercept. Basically, we replace the y value or equivalent of y value into the function to solve for that. We can use quadratic formula or factoring to solve for x. So the question is, what are two factors that if add up would be 2 and if multiply would be 8? So we write it as f of 0 equals to x squared minus 2x minus 8. So we write as 0 equals to x, two factors should be 2 times 4 is going to be 8. So we put our two numbers here, and the sign, one of them is, both are negative here. So the sign must be, one at least what must be negative. So we put plus and negative minus here. If we put each set equal to 0, then the result would be x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2, and x minus 4 equals to 0, x equals to 4. So these two are our x-intercepts, right? Right? So in this function, there are two x's. One x is minus 2 and the other is 4. Now we need to find y-intercept. So we plug in 0 for y, then we'll have f of 0 equals to 0 to the second power minus 2 times 0 minus 8. Then the result would be minus 8. This is our y-intercept. Now we are ready to graph it, but I think I don't have enough room here. Let me clear this section so I can have some room to graph, in order not to lose the track of our points. I can write it here. Vertex is 1 and minus 9, and our y-intercept is minus 8. Our x-intercept are minus 2 and 4. Now we are ready to graph it. So let's try to graph this one. This is our x-axis, and this is our y-axis, right? So we have vertex. We know that the parabola here is going to open upward because of the positive sign of leading coefficient. So it's going to be 1 and minus 9. So x is 1 and y is minus 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is our vertex, right? And then we have y-intercepts. This is going to be minus 8. This is our y-intercept. And this is the place that the line passes through y-axis, and we have 2x. One is minus 2 and the other one is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now we can draw our line. The vertex is here, so the line passes. Bear with me, it's hard to get it right. So it's going to be something like this one, and then it passes through y-axis and 2. So this is a rough sketch. I hope you accept that as a parabola. So without going through the process of finding x and y values on the coordinate, we can draw our parabola just by knowing vertex, y-intercept, and 2 points on x-axis. So whenever we are asked to solve and graph a quadratic function, we know that we need to go through 3 steps at least. One is finding the vertex, 2 is finding the y-intercept, and then finding the x values of the function. Then by knowing these 3, you would be able to graph a function. So now we can practice this concept at home. I think you are ready to do some practice. Let's say practice quadratic function by determining that whether the graph is open up or down. So determine whether the graph open up or downward. Then find the axis of symmetry. Find the vertex. Find the x, find the y-intercept. Right? So the functions that I'm going to put here for you are, let me change the color, are f of x equals to 3x squared plus x minus 2, f of x equals to 12 minus 8x plus x squared, f of x equals to minus 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 4, f of x equals to x squared minus 6x plus 10, f of x equals to x squared plus 4x plus 5, f of x equals to 2x squared plus 4x plus 2. And the last one is f of x equals to minus x squared plus 3x plus 1. So try to graph these functions at home. Before graphing, determine the which way parabola is going to open up, and find the axis of symmetry and also the vertex and y-intercept. I think that's pretty much about quadratic function.